Mel, I want you to know that I also believe in your sauce, okay?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Table Hops.
Your sauces, really.
If you're just joining us, I'm sorry, and welcome. And we are playing Critical Role's Call of the Netherdeep, where our characters have just traveled from Jagao across Joras, heading towards Bazzoxan. That's a lot of words, and I'm giving myself a thumbs up for that one. They are traveling, trying to learn more about this vestige that they've discovered. And one thing I wanted to make clear that you did learn that this vestige of divergence, it's called the Jewel of Three Prayers. That's all you know about it.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was told to you by Elder Ushru, and I think I read that very quickly without really pointing it out. But yes, so I'm going to change the name of the item from Strange Jewel to the Jewel of Three Prayers.
Because that did in my inventory as well.
So that should be now updated in your thing. You don't know what that means. You just know that the Elder believes Bazzoxan holds more clues. Now, in our last adventure, you had... Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I missed this last week. I'd like to go over the characters again, just to give a brief introduction to each one. And I'm going to start, if you look at your screen, I'm going to start with Delane and move to my right. So starting with Delane, can you please introduce your character?
Hi, I'm Delane. I'm a Water Genasi Storm Sorcerer.
All right. And then we have Thorn.
Hi, I am Thorn. She is a fairy barbarian.
And Bogmar.
Yeah, Bogmar is a bugbear rogue. Sometimes chef, sometimes sneaky person. That's it.
And we got, unfortunately, Seth is unavailable today, so our half-drow chronomancer, or chronologist in this edition, is taking some time out, let's say. And they'll be floating in the background, but not really interacting with our story. So moving right ahead to Bodhi.
Hello. I am playing as Bodhi, a Harengon. I realize that it is spelled wrong on my name card.
Oh, is
I
it?
forgot how it
Oh,
was
I did
spelled.
spell it wrong. Let's fix it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He is a Way of the Mercy monk. Cute little bunny boy. Yeah.
You mean?
Cutest little bunny boy.
All right.
Little bunny boy. Yes.
This isn't a call out, Chris, but I think you still got Thorn and Seth as just the head art.
I do. I need to get on that. There are many things I need to do with my life, and that is on the list for sure.
Okay.
But I appreciate, yes, I did receive those. So we have some original artwork by Elma Haddonfield, and you can check them out on twitch.tv/Elma Haddonfield. And we've commissioned some original artwork for our characters, so it's very exciting. We have some updates for both Seth and Thorn, so next week, for sure... Actually, next week we might not have a stream, but we'll talk about that later. Next time we have a game, then they'll have the full artwork for sure. And I'm even working on a collage of all the characters together, so that should be super awesome. Bodhi, did I spell your the Harengon correctly now?
Yes.
All right, cool. It's just a little big, so I need to make it a little smaller. But we'll discuss that later. All right, cool. We did it. All right. So anyway, where we are now is in the middle of the Joras Wastes, and in a campsite called the Emerald Loop. And you've reunited with Io's adventuring party, and they've wanted to accompany you the rest of the way through the barbed fields to Bazzoxan. So that's where we're starting today's adventure. It's a long rest in case you haven't adjusted since last time. And is there anything you want to discuss over breakfast as you're preparing for your journey across the barbed fields? Or do you have any questions in the recap I may not have answered?
So, I know last night Irvin was drinking very heavily. So this morning I make it a point to get my hangover cure, which probably has a raw egg in it, and bring that over to Irvin as I see him getting up.
So as you hand it to him, he takes a swig of it, and he instantly, like, his eyes grow wide, and he's just like, whoa, like this, he kicks him right in the face, and he's like, oh, I haven't had this remedy in quite a while, thank you.
It's old bugbear tradition, you
Yes.
know, you drink a lot and then you have this thing, I don't know.
He looks at it and kind of he says, it hits harder, and he sort of nods at you as he's preparing his gear for travels. They seem a little nervous, Io's adventuring party, as the barbed fields are a barren wasteland with many dangers along the way. And if you remember, we are using random encounters to see how things go from here to the end. I do have a list of ones that we've already done, so hopefully no repeats.
And we're traveling the rest of the way together this time,
This
right?
time they are with you. That is correct. All right.
I guess I'll ask him if they've got. I forgot to ask him before we got attacked by giant smoke bird.
Doom stalkers.
Did you all have a name for your party?
We're between names at this time. We've gone like Io's allies, but we kind of want something that's a little more encompassing. Dermot says, I kind of like Dermot the Gob. But he's like, no, all-encompassing needs to be everybody. So we haven't quite figured that out yet. Any suggestions? If you were to look at us and two words came to mind, what would they be?
Yeah, I
I'm not
can't
good
even
at
come
that,
up with a name
sorry.
for my own group, so I'm sorry, buddy.
Io comes in and sort of puts her arms around some of her companions and says, well, let's say first group to come up with a name wins. Maybe before we get to Bazzoxan? Bazzoxan? I'm not from here, so sorry I pronounced that incorrectly.
No problem. Sure, we can have a little contest.
Let's see. Or maybe we can name each other.
I can come up with names, they just won't be any good.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, you know, names for an adventure party are a big step. You want to make sure you leave with a good name, otherwise you might be stuck with it for an awkwardly long time. I heard that references to 90s grunge bands work well. But anyway, let's go ahead and move down for our very first encounter. Who did not roll a random encounter last week?
I don't think that I did.
Okay.
I didn't.
All right, so how about we have Bodhi roll one, and then Thord, you'll roll one after this one.
Okay.
So it's just a D8, please and thank you. Here it comes.
Wait, am I rolling or is
Yes.
Thorn rolling?
Yeah, Bodhi, you got this one, and Thord will get the next one. So,
Buddy.
the anticipation.
I did it.
Can I have Thorn roll a D6, please?
A D6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. After the first leg of travel, you begin to sort of have a rapport with Io's companions. Some of them seemed a little standoffish at first, but the more you've been traveling with them, it kind of makes the day go by very quickly. They seem to be quite a delight to be around, and all of them have a deep respect for their leader, Io. Sometimes, Delane, you kind of notice that she seems somewhat uncomfortable with the sort of the trust that the rest of the people are putting in her care, but she's never done anything to let them down. But you can tell that this leadership role is making her rather nervous. Towards the end of the first night, you see what looks to be a campsite off the side of the road, and there are six individuals camped around it. From this distance, you can't really... They do appear to be humanoid. Some of the larger ones might be of orc blood, humans, and maybe some elves. What would you like to do?
It just looks like a camp?
Yeah, they're off in the distance, so you're kind of just seeing the silhouette from their firelight in front of them. They seem armed, and they all seem to be wearing similar armor. It's a little far to learn any more than that, but they do seem to be a group of some sorts. Maybe a group of adventurers like yourself.
Is it still like early in the morning?
No, this is going to be the end of the first day of travel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
this is the travel montage where we're fast forwarding to the.
I gotcha. So are we looking for a place to camp right now, too?
Yeah, now
or-
would be a good time. Normally you camp, off to the side of the road, and it seems like as you were planning to take the first break, you happen to see another group doing the same thing.
Okay.
Might not be a bad idea to
Yeah, we can team up for the night.
sleep around with folks.
Might be a good idea. Or it could be really bad.
Unless they want to kill us.
That's true. Well, if they want to kill us, we'll just kill them first.
We can
Well,
kill them too.
How many
Firmly first.
does it appear to be?
There appear to be 6 of them.
Oh, we outnumber them.
Yes,
so...
you're currently 10 deep.
And we've got a lot of really strong people here.
10 people are in your party, is what I mean by that last comment.
Well, that's not what Bogmar means. So, I say let's go.
All right,
Friend.
that works for me. So as you head forward, Io allows your group to sort of take the lead. As you get closer, Seth points out, well, they appear to be of the Aurora Watch. Look at their garments, and she sort of points out to the sigil. The Aurora Watch are a group of generally drow, but other people as well that are members of the Korean dynasty, and they sort of patrol these heavily traveled roads to prevent injury coming to merchants and other travelers that may not be able to protect themselves. So that seeing them, especially in the Barber Fields, is not uncommon. As soon as you approach, you see their arms tense towards their weapons, but then they see you, smile, and you see what appears to be the leader. He raises his hand. He says, well, travelers, yes, would you like to camp with us?
Sure.
Hi there. Yeah.
So some of the, they all seem rather friendly as the apparent captain seems to relax. Everyone else approaches. They have some, it looks to be, rations, but at least, the higher end variety, and they offer you some as well. They look around and sort of seem to be sizing up in a professional way, as if, if this ends up being a bad call on our end, would we be able to take them? They're a little nervous that there's so many of you. One of the orcs looks at Bodhi and says, What are you?
What do you think I am?
You look like a rabbit, but you were talking. And you're actually eating rabbit, right? No, I'm just kidding.
What the fuck, Chris?
Sorry. I'm just joking. But they just seem,
well-
they haven't seen any of your kind before.
You got it in one, bud. I'm pretty much a talking rabbit folk.
So after this goes on for a little while, they offer you food and rest. Are you going to take them up on their hospitality or move on?
Yeah, I would like to say, yes, if you have extra rations or some sort of food, I might be able to prepare something a little bit nicer than what you're used to on the road.
Oh,
Let me tell y'all, this is a one-in-a-lifetime chance.
I
Bogmar
is
No, Bogmar is a true talent in the kitchen, let me tell you.
I mean, I don't have all of my things with me, but, I've got these, and I whip out my knives and kind of do a,
so
I'll pat Bogmar on the back and say, chef can cook anywhere. Anywhere is a kitchen for someone as talented as you. I'll cast guidance on you, just in case.
Hey.
Awesome. So at this, you hear Dermot behind you say, I think Bogmar is going to use some of that hibachi. And then you hear
Hibachi nonsense?
you hear Maggie say, oh, fuck yes. So they're just really excited to see how this is going to go. So are you going to just do the cooking part of it, or are you going to try and do a little fancy flair?
I mean, I'm just kind of a normally fancy guy when I cook, but
Okay.
it's not like the show, really, but
You're not going to do any, like, flip the shrimp tail into one of the Aurora Watch's mouths?
You're not even going
I
to
could do that. I
attempt
could
the onion
do that.
volcano?
Yeah, I would like to see you
The
set
onion
your onions on fire if that's an option. I really would.
Onion volcano, that's a advanced technique, and sure, I'll do that.
So,
Really?
Flipping the shrimps into the...
Maggie takes her...
Like, he doesn't want to do it at all, and I say, yes, you have to, and I
You got to do it. So Maggie takes her very large shield and puts it over the fire. So it's sort of like a Mongolian barbecue style setup right now. And you're using your weapons. I'm going to, or your cleaver, your cooking utensils. I'm going to give you a choice. Yeah. Would you like to use sleight of hand or performance for this?
Sleight of hand, please.
All right, cool. Go ahead and roll a check for that, and we'll see how well you do. Then don't forget to add a D4 to that as well. So right now you have a fucking 22. All right, and then roll a D4. And, okay, so a total of 24. How do you want to do this, Hibachi?
Well, I start off with the onion volcano. Whoa, it's crazy. And then, I've got all the shrimp. He's probably not shrimp. He's probably like, I don't know what sorts of things are out here. Can you eat a gloomstalker?
Oh, I like that idea. Let's say you kept some of that gloomstalker.
Right. It's a little bit chewier, but still good. So I start cutting that up into little pieces, and hey, I take my spatula and I, bink, flip it right into the Aurora Watch's mouths, and again I'm looking to see who is the most uncomfortable guy right now.
Okay, there. We'll say one of the elves is a little taken aback by the spectacle.
Yeah.
Especially the volcano. Still trying to figure that one out.
Yeah. But yeah, so I try to do a little bit of a show, but not too crazy, I don't want the onion volcano to attract, whatever else could be around.
I imagine this is like a very large, like 3-foot onion volcano, by the way.
Oh, it's pretty.
So Dermot's eyes are wide as he's looking in wonder at this, and the Aurora Watch goes to you and says, Sir Bogmar, we have seen strange creatures summoned. We've seen fireballs appear from the sky, but this is true culinary sorcery.
Yes.
Well,
it's just something I do, I guess.
So now all I need to know is who's eating the food.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I'll eat some.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Oh no.
This is why we came
Wait,
here.
you're not
Only
Bogmar?
reason I came to this plane of existence.
No, I'm nervous now. Do I give everybody the runs?
Bogmar, I'd like you to roll a d10.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Oh no.
I don't like this rolling for food poisoning.
All right.
Okay.
The meal is delicious. You haven't seen Bogmar in full hibachi nonsense mode. The Aurora Watch is very excited. Even though they share the food with you, they tell you they're going to restock at the Emerald Loop, so no worries there. They thank you for what you've done, and everyone gains 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I thought, man, if I get, that would be really terrible.
I think while we're sitting around the fire and enjoying our dinner, I'll go, okay, well, how about this for... I'll look at Seth and I'll say hot, and I'll look at Bogmar and I'll say buggy, and then I'll point to myself and say wet, and then I'll point to the other two and say wild. It's hot, buggy, wet, and wild. What do you think?
Ooh! I kind of like that.
Wow.
They're like, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Just a quick technical question.
Okay.
These temporary hit points, presumably we're about to take a long rest.
No, I'm going to say they last until you get to Bazzoxan.
Okay.
Just
all
to
right.
make my life easy.
All right. Thank you.
There, that's a good one. Oh, we can't come up with anything. It needs to have Zhigao in the name because we're all from there. But what would it be? Anyway, they seem to be contemplating it, and they're like, "We're gonna lose." All right. So as you continue to travel towards your destination, Thorn, because you were just rolling on the sub. Did Bogmar and Delane roll last week on the random encounter table? Thorn, why don't you roll again with a D8? This is just for a new one. Okay. As you move on ahead, Galsariad pushes, like, sort of appears beside you, and he says, "There's something up ahead." And he sort of points to the distance, and you see above carrion birds sort of circling, and on the ground you see a pile of bodies, and you're too far away to really make out what they are at this point. But it's still.
If I fly up a little higher to get a slightly higher advantage, can I?
Yeah,
kind
sure.
of
So as
see?
you're flying up to get a better vantage point, you do see that it appears to be a large corpse surrounded by smaller ones. The smaller ones are human-sized.
Do they look humanoid in shape?
Yes, they do. All of them do, including the large one in the center. It looks definitely like a battle where everyone died. Perception check, please, Thorn.
Sure. Um.
Unfortunately, you're too far away to make out any details unless you decide to go closer. Again, there's carrion birds around, and then there's the flies around the bodies.
Are they? Is it like wide open, or are there like places for things to be like hidden around it, like bushes and trees and such?
So this is pretty close to the road itself. It looks like this battle took place during a travel, so there doesn't appear to be. I mean, yeah, there might be people hiding. Like, if they came out of the bushes or the underbrush, you would see them up like at least 100 feet before they were able to get to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll kind of like fly back down and like, it looks like there's a battle up ahead. There's bodies everywhere.
All of
Anybody
Aya's companions take out
still
their
alive?
weapons.
Well, no, that's why they're bodies.
Well, you said the battle. I didn't know if that was still a battle going on.
They weren't moving,
Okay.
As
Battle
And
has
there-
been complete then.
and there was one really big one, which I mean, I guess for you guys might be normal, but it was really big.
Okay, well, I mean,
We're,
it's on the
we're
way,
still.
right?
Sorry, what, Zach?
I mean, it's in our path, right?
Yes. So you could take the time to circumvent it, or you could just slowly walk by it, or you could investigate it.
We should check it out. Maybe there might be survivors.
Maybe they have stuff we could take.
Sure, or people could still be alive, needing help.
Yes, I think we should.
And you can take their stuff while they're looking at it. One.
Definitely investigate a little bit.
All right.
Maybe try to figure out what attacked them so we can keep an eye out for such things later.
So let me just make sure I'm understanding. You're going to get closer to this battle scene, and you're all going to sort of check it out and see if you can find survivors or okay. So what I'd like you to do is you can choose to roll perception, investigation, medicine, or survival. Any one of those.
We have to decide as a group, or we can
No.
choose.
Each of you can choose your own attribute.
I'm gonna perceive,
Boy.
and I'm gonna guide myself before I do. That shouldn't be at advantage. Why is this always toggled?
Oh, cheers, Elma Haddonfield. Good to see you. Today I am drinking Mangold, the Mango India Pale Ale by Parkway. It actually has mango bits in it. Yum, yum.
I am drinking Diet Coke from Cookout.
Ah.
A glass of water.
Oh.
Yeah, water for me.
Alrighty, Delane
Should I
with
roll?
the... Yeah, everyone should roll.
I
Delane,
did. Ooh, I rolled poorly.
Delane, you got a 15. Is that correct?
15 total, yeah.
All right, that works. Let me see what we got here.
Better than Thorn, who never rolls a freaking 10.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you, Ryan. Why don't you save some of your Tuesday night insanity for Thursday night?
Real dice like me.
Spread it out.
All right, so...
I would gladly do that, Zachary.
Ooh, she said you're.
I know, there was a lot of syllables there. So,
like that.
As we are investigating this site of this battle, you see that the corpses surrounding the larger one, some of them look like they had horses, and you see the remnants of those horses. They're also wearing the same armor as the group that you just left. So it was another Aurora Watch Patrol, but they have been decimated by this creature that they have brought down. It appears to be an enormous ape-like creature, and it's punctured with countless spears and axes. The strange thing about it, though, is now that you get closer to it, you hear a hissing sound, and it appears to be slowly melting into like a black ichor.
Thorn, I dare you to lick it.
With your combined rolls, that's what you have discovered.
Oh, it.
You're gonna lick it?
It's popped and deflating now? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, it's slowly like melting away into this black goo.
If Bodhi legit dares Thorn to lick it, she is definitely gonna go lick it.
All right.
I double dog dare you.
That works. So as you get closer, you're getting very, very close to the body itself, and its stench is horrendous. And suddenly, your attention is brought close to, you see like movement in the hide of this creature, and all of a sudden it bursts open, and this smaller creature that was burrowed inside it shrieks in your face, and we're gonna go to combat.
And she's so excited.
All right, let's go to this new battle map that you haven't seen before.
Never seen this.
Nesting goals, yes?
Let me find the... Here they are. So this little bitch is popping out to say hello.
Oh, how big is he?
He's tiny.
Like how tiny?
He is...
Or tiny?
He's just a tiny... So let's say he's like 1.5 feet.
He's taller than me.
All right, so I'm going to place them. The body isn't moving, but what's going to happen is there are actually 3 of them that burst forth. And we're going to roll initiative. Here it comes. I'll roll for all of these bitches.
I'm going to guide my initiative.
Yep, and I trust you can just
Really?
edit it in the
When I have a nat 20.
So many people.
Me.
Okay, do I have everybody?
Ooh,
Get us.
look at that nat 20. I never roll over a 10.
That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. That's it. The rest of the night, I'm done. You guys can play.
Ryan got like 3 crits on every combat that we did.
So I actually got 2 other ones that I just didn't tell you about because I didn't want you to think I was lying.
It's easy to get nat 20s when you
Every
have
side is a 20. No, I was
every
kidding.
side is a 20.
When you make your own dice.
Yep. Make your own deck.
Something. Oh! Thank you, Alma Haddonfield, for the inspiration. They might need it. You guys are currently at 1. If you're new to the stream, you can use your pint points that you accumulate just for watching us and award the entire group inspiration, which lets them basically have twice the best chances of a success. So it really helps them out. Sometimes it comes in super clutch, especially if sharks are involved. So at this point, Bodhi, you are first. You see Thorn is screeching.
Oh, my first.
I
Did Thorn got a nat 20.
Oh, then
Yeah.
you got to edit it to
Yeah.
a 202. Here, I got it.
You can also
202.
just move.
I didn't know you could do that. Boom. There you go. Thorn is first as this thing bursts out of the chest cavity of this giant creature and tries to bite your face.
Cool. I'm gonna scream right back in its face
Awesome.
and smash it with battle axe.
Let's do it.
Smash it with a hammer.
All right, a 14 will hit this creature.
Yeah. Very angry. Oh yeah. Is it too late to say that I rage at it?
It is.
Okay.
Because I've already said you hit. 10 slashing. That works. Now, just to make sure your attacks are non-magical at this level, I'm sure.
Yes.
All right, that works. So as you slam into it, just the sheer force of your hit bursts the other two out from the side of this carcass, and that one is heavily injured. You were hoping to take it out in one swing, but it seems to be resistant to your attacks. Not by a lot, though.
Okay.
Anything else from Thorn?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, no.
No.
I can't.
Okay.
Because I'm not dual wielding anymore. I have a shield, so I can
see.
only do one attack.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Bodhi, you are next.
All right. We are going to swing at the guy in front of me.
All right.
We're going to do one hit with our quarterstaff first.
And we hit for sure.
All right. For 6 bludgeoning, and we're going to spend a key point.
All
And we're
right.
going to do Flurry of Blows.
I like it.
Punch a bunch.
10 misses.
Boo.
Do you have two? Yeah, here comes the other one.
There
18
we
hits.
go.
There you go. Yep.
Hell yeah. For 8 damage.
That's right.
that is our
actually, describe how you kill it, because that's enough to take him out.
Yowza.
So
Yeah.
I just go in and I just kind of like pop it with my quarterstaff. It flies up a little bit and then it just come back and roundhouse it.
That's
with a
awesome.
Good old kick.
Boom. So one of those tiny demons is destroyed. Anything else from Bodhi?
No, Bodhi's good.
Oh, and the nice thing is that was the one that was supposed to go next. So Bogmar, you're actually up.
Okay, I'm going to come next to. Oh boy, here goes my mouse being crazy. Okay, I'm going to be right next to Bodhi, but I kind of went around the back to not get the opportunity attack.
Okay.
But I am going to attack this. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if it's my mouse or Roll20, but anyways, you know who I'm attacking.
Yeah, I got you.
I will hit him. Hopefully.
Food prep
Yes.
23 hits. I'm not going to be able to use these little
5
fuckers.
points plus a sneak attack, yes?
You can, yep. That's going to be 4 plus 5 is 9. Okay.
And
Oh, wait, no.
then-
Describe how you kill it.
What?
Yeah.
Already?
They're little bitches.
Ah.
Little
Then
bitches.
I just, take my knife and I slice the little bitch right up his, crotch.
That works. All right. So that one's
cases.
sliced out. Barely out of this other being. Anything else from Bogmar?
I guess I can take a couple of steps forward and then, kill the other one, yes?
With your offhand, you can try, yes.
I could try.
Boom. That's enough. You kill that one too.
Alright.
Awesome. All right, so as you stab this creature and it squeals in pain before it goes still, that's when you see the shadow over you, and you remember that carrion bird that was flying above you. As it comes closer, you thought it was just maybe a vulture, but as it's coming down and it seems larger and larger, it lets out a horrendous screech and descends from above.
Boy.
What in the dark crystal is this?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Skeksis.
So he is.
Yeah.
He's currently about, let's say, 50 feet in the air, dive bombing towards you. If that ends your turn, I'm going to go to Galceriad.
I suppose.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, because you did bonus action. You can move if you like.
No, I don't think I want to do that.
Range attack only 30 feet. That's too far away. So easy peasy, mage armor. Delane.
Okay. Seeing this thing coming down at us, I will cast. Yeah, I'll just go with guiding bolt.
All right, cool.
I'll do it at second level.
Works for me. We got a 11, does not hit. Fly, yeah, the sun's in your eyes and you miss him with your shot.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
Okay, then I go down to Dermot. He has a weapon attack of 60 feet. So he can do a Searing Wrath. Boom. Hits. 15 and it's blinded.
Dang.
Full for
Oh
you.
yeah.
All right.
We're here for Dermot. We
Fully
love
for
him.
you, Dermot.
Stay away from my friend. All right, and
Yeah,
then
probably the reason why we're friends with these people, but it's fine.
Yeah.
his turn next. He starts slashing at his face, trying to clear the brightness from his eyes, and he slams down to the ground. He's going to attempt to attack Irvin, but actually, let's see what else he can do. Nope. He's going to land, and as he's scratching at his face, he lets out a horrendous screech. Everybody needs to make a DC 14 con save or be stunned.
Con save, eh? It's probably not going to be good.
Oh, did I just crit fail?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what was that?
Oh.
Nice.
I've got that. We've got those con save medals, right?
Yeah, it's one and done. So they should be in your inventory, and if you decide to use... I think it lets you... Does it say advantage?
Does it give you advantage?
I'll say if you use a medal, then even though you did it, you can do it after the roll. It's fine. It still will turn mundane after you use it, though.
I'll go ahead and use it,
Okay?
just so I'm not...
So it lets you roll
Thrown on
again.
the
It doesn't
ground.
make you automatically pass.
Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. So it's I can roll con at an advantage if I use.
Correct.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is
Okay. I'm good.
All right, and I think I just have
did
Io.
everybody get one of those?
Yeah, that was the one we got for solving the puzzle.
Right.
The Medal of Metal.
Medal of Metal. Okay.
Yep.
I should probably go ahead and
Ooh,
use
Io
it.
fails.
Yep.
Okay, I think Io's the only one. So it's Io. Oh, it's actually. Oh, no.
Yep.
Bogmar 2. Bogmar, Io, and Bodhi. We're all stunned.
Huh.
Can't do shit but blah, 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 blah.
Love that for me.
Until the Vrock's next turn. The end of the Vrock's next turn. Irvin is up. Oh, he's
that
not.
what
He's
he's
not. 2 dagger attacks on it. He has advantage because it's blinded. 1, 2. Oh, that's a crit hit. All right, so that's going to be. There we go. So that's 11 plus 8 is 19. 29, 32. Is that math? I think that's math.
What did you say?
32. 8 plus 11 plus 14.
33?
33. I'll take 33. That works for me. I'm not trying to think too hard. 33 damage to the creature because he got a critical hit.
Yeah, 33.
And oops. Actually, it's resistant. And that is can he? Nope, he has no bonus actions. That's his turn. Io goes next. Can't do shit. Maggie's up next. I'm gonna use. Oh, she has a really cool ability, but I'm not gonna say it happened this time. So sorry. Giant Maul. She just has 1. 21 will hit. If the target is a creature, Maggie can force it to make a strength saving throw, which she will do. 5 feet away and prone. Blind does not affect your strength saving throws, I don't think. I succeeded. So nothing happens there, just the damage. So that's going to be 6 damage, of which that's reduced. Thorn.
Yeah. I'm gonna scream at him. Sorry. And
Oh, I thought you were
smash him
clearing your throat to scream. All right, and you are you raging?
Sure, why not?
All right. Not reckless, though. You already have advantage. Because it's blind.
Yes. And I'm going to attack it.
21 will hit.
Hooray. Sorry. I hit the wrong button.
That's going to be 11 slashing reduced and then 2 rage. Got it. Boom. Anything else?
Yes, I have to roll a d8.
Oh, right.
You want me to pop that in the
Yeah,
chat?
every time, please, if you don't mind. Just because it's something I'm not too familiar with. 1. That is each creature of your choice. I assume just the bad guy. I'll make a con save.
Yes.
I don't think that's enough. 10? No, I fail. So do another d12 to it, and you gain d12 hit points plus your barbarian level. The same. We'll use the same number. So it's going to be 8. So gain 8 plus your barbarian level, and I'll take 8.
So, 12.
Boom. And that was awesome. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Bodhi's up.
All right, we are going to come up
Bodhi, are
next.
you paralyzed or stunned or no? Did you succeed in that?
Oh, I am.
Okay, yeah.
No,
so
I failed. I'm
y-
just chilling on the ground.
You'll blubber, and then Bogmar, did you also fail?
Yeah,
Blub-
yeah.
Bodhi,
I'm-
this feeling that you're feeling right now gives you inspiration for what you might be able to do later on. As you get stronger, maybe you could do this thing to people.
Oh,
Eventually.
God damn it. I'm going to do Drain Potential on it. I fucking failed. So much for that. Delane.
All right.
I'm gonna
going
move. You go ahead, though.
Come over to here, and I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll just fire off another guiding bolt.
All right.
I should have advantage on this, right?
Because he's blind, yes.
Because he's blinded.
Mm-hmm. By the light.
All right.
19 will hit.
This is just gonna be
It's going to be 13.
radiant.
And checking Radiance takes it all. He is not resistant to that. And he is...
Okay.
So... Yes, okay, I see what's going on. Anything else from Delane?
I'm gonna move a little bit more over here. That's it.
Oh, I realized something shitty. I'm going to say it's in effect for this one, but Searing Wrath says the target is blind until the end of its next turn. I thought it was the end of Dermot's next turn. So really, because he goes right after, it would just be during his turn. So, blah.
Okay.
Whatever, but he's still surrounded by the light from your guiding bolt, so people will still have advantage for the first attack. All right, so Dermot is next. No one is injured yet, so he's just gonna fucking scoot up. Standing next to Bogmar, he seems a little bolstered, a little more brave. He's gonna make a Warhammer attack and a Searing Wrath attack. First, oh my fuck! Jeez, 13 damage. Reduced.
He's feeling very safe.
He is. Here comes the Searing Wrath. 7 misses.
Guys, it's a smashing pumpkin.
That's so good.
Shut up.
So good. All right, misses. All right, so because that, I realized I was supposed to roll with advantage because I got rolled a crit. We're just going to say that was it. That gets rid of all effects on the Vrock, whose turn is next. Cool? All right. First... Oh, no, I can only do that once a day. Oh. I'm all around him. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. You can see an aura. So it looks like it's going to touch everyone except for Delane. Do you guys see that aura? He's shooting spores out of his body.
Seth, get out of there.
Great.
Oh yeah, Seth is like, I don't even know what's going on. I'm just gonna like
even roll initiative.
yeah,
Maybe you should have
not even been in here. So let's go away. All right, just float in the background. Let's see here. Yeah, spores. Boom. Everybody who's in that circle, including Galceria, needs to make a DC 14 con save or become poisoned.
Okay.
Oh god, I have to roll for fucking everybody.
What is it? A con save, you said?
Yep, DC 14.
Oh, thank goodness.
Don't I automatically fail if I'm paralyzed on a, or not on a con
Yeah.
save?
Not on a con save. If it was a
That's
dex
just
save,
I
think.
see.
but-
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna have a roll normally.
I
Doesn't
would think
fucking
like
matter.
dex and strength.
Doesn't fucking matter. All right. So let's see. Out of my dudes, oh, I shouldn't have done that with advantage. I don't know why I gave it to them. Ah, fuck it. We'll say Galceriad and Io both fail, but the other ones are fine. Anyone fail?
I did
All right. Give yourself a little
another.
little poison counter, and what that's going to be is you take a d10 damage at the start of each of your turns, and you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. You can also douse yourself in holy water, but I don't know if you have that on you. All right, that ends the Vrock's turn because I don't want to have 10,000 opportunity attacks. So now we go to Irvin. He will attack twice, no longer at advantage. Boom, boom. Both miss. Io's next, no longer paralyzed because that is the end of the Vrock's turn, but does take D10 damage. That's going to be 9. And she's kind of pissed that she didn't get to do anything. I'm going to cast... Can she even run in? Yeah, I think I can run around like that. And I'm going to attack twice with a harpoon. Boom, boom. Both miss. Shit. Maggie. Giant maul. Boom. Oh, that should not have been an advantage. Ignore it. 23 hits. 7, and it's going to make it strength save. Succeeds. Thorn.
Yeah, and reckless attack on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
$15 hits. That is its armor class.
Sweet.
nice.
And so,
Okay.
yep.
Arm.
Total is 6 with the resistance. But boom,
And
yeah.
I think that the necrotic only happens once.
The necrotic only happens once. Yes, yes. Yes, that is correct.
A lot of them go
Stat.
every round.
Right.
Whole range.
I didn't see that in the necrotic one, but I think that's why it's a D12, so. Another attack or no?
No.
No,
'cause
it's
I have
shield. Right. Bodhi, you're no longer paralyzed. Are you poisoned?
I am.
All right, D10, take D10 damage. I'll let you roll it yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll let you poison yourself.
5 damage to you.
Okay.
Don't forget your temps, and then you're up. With Bogmar on deck.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna punch the shit out of this dude.
Oh, yeah.
First strike.
15 does hit. That is its armor class.
Alright. 5
All right.
points. Flurry of blows.
All right. Flurry of blows. Got it. That's going to be a hit.
Alright.
That's going to be that much. Got it. That one misses.
Okay.
Anything else?
So 11, no, I think we're good.
All right. Make your saving throw to see if you can get unpoisoned. It's a
Okay.
con save, DC
Con save,
14.
right?
You are
Yeah,
still
that's a no.
poisoned. All right, Bogmar, you're up. Are you poisoned?
No.
All right, take your turn as per normal.
I guess my stun went away after his turn. Was that what it
Yes,
was?
you're back to normal.
All right. Then I will try to hit him.
All
Yeah.
right. Food prep for 9 misses. Offhand?
Offhand. Here I go.
That will hit, and you get to add your sneak attack. All right, so that's going to be 3 plus 9. Oh, okay, cool. So that's going to be 2. Hey, Bogmar, how do you kill this thing?
Say, we will rock you.
And then you do stomp, stomp, slash, and he's dead. Awesome.
Yeah.
With
It's
that,
got such human eyes.
I know it is very much like a Jim Henson puppet. Let's be clear about that.
Yeah.
All right. Let me double check something.
Yes,
Okay. As the creature's brought down, you see Io's companions begin to high five each other after bringing down this huge beast, and they're saying things like, "Did you see the size of that thing? The little one, sure, but that one." As you're looking through the carnage a little bit now that the danger's gone, you do find 1 healing potion.
Woo!
So whoever wants that. Bogmar, I'm going to retcon something just to make things easier for me. Was it you that got that, like, silvery dagger?
No. The dagger was given to Bodhi.
Which I gave to you.
Oh, I just wrote down that Justice gave Bodhi a dagger.
Okay, so
Yeah, and
you gave it
I
to,
gave it
to Bogmar. Okay, so what we're going to say, just for... Oh, we got somebody doing something. New follower. Thank you, Neurotic Mech. We appreciate you checking us out. Just finished a big
Hello.
combat here, so welcome. Bogmar, we're going to say, as you were given this gift by Bodhi, we're going to just say some of the Feywild magic sort of imprinted itself on it. Bullshit DM reasoning. So what I'm going to say is what it does is the silver kind of melts and almost coats your offhand cooking utensil. So now that is a +1 dagger.
On my offhand?
On your quote unquote whatever one is your dagger. Whether it's the cleaver or the cutter, I don't know what you name them. But the dagger that you have is now a +1 dagger, but we're gonna say it still looks like a cooking utensil.
Okay.
Just because I
see
like
what you're-
that.
Yeah, alright.
Cool. So when you attack with that, I will now need to remember that that is a magical attack.
+1 shifts.
It's magical now, too? Okay.
Correct. Yeah. Just that
Alright.
one.
Just that one. Got it. Got it.
All right. So
Changing that now. Got it.
after working together to take down this demonic creature, you also notice that when the Vrock, which we'll say Galcerian knows what they're called, is killed, it also begins to sort of like hiss and melt and turn into this black ichor, as do the Quasits, the small little bitches that you killed at the beginning.
When that happens, I go up and grab one of the little small ones because it's the same as mine. Like the same size as me. I'm like, Bodhi, look! And
Oh,
Thorn likes
God.
it.
Oh, God. It's the most bitter thing you've ever tasted. Oh, no. Yuck. Yuck.
She never turns down a dare.
She,
So is this normally how things decompose on this plane? Because I must admit I'd
No.
never really seen something like that before.
This is odd. This is very odd.
So Galceriad says, although I've never witnessed it in person, I have heard accounts of certain demonic creatures sort of melt back to the depths so that they came. Again, it's just a legend. I haven't seen it actually happen. But we can say that these are clearly of demonic origin.
Demons out here, and is that? I mean, you guys are Jarazian mostly, right? So is this normal?
Well, we've heard. So Galceriad seems to be the most knowledgeable of this. He says it probably has something to do with our destination, if the rumors are true. He kind of looks longingly into the depths.
Buddy.
As you continue your travels, we're going to say a few things happen. First of all, the meal that you received from Bogmar has worn off, so all temporary hit points are going to be gone.
I didn't even get to use them.
I'm sorry. I didn't kick your ass. You had a party of 10! As you are traveling and rest up, no other enemies face you, and you see Bazzoxan in the distance. Look at this artwork, guys. This is like one of my favorite pictures in the whole book.
Very cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You see this huge gate before you as your group approaches, and above the city on the mountain where it was built around, you see this what looks like almost like a Gothic cathedral. This like very sinister looking temple or place of worship. And Galceriad points to it and says, "If the demons came from somewhere, it was there."
Oh, the big terrifying building in the middle?
Yes, the haunted house
we-
in the center of town.
Are we going to the demon tower? That's where we're headed. That sounds like fun.
So, oh, go
A
ahead.
quick
Sorry.
refresher, DM.
That's exactly what I think we're on the same page here.
Yeah, I was like, what was the goal in Bazzoxan?
So, oh, go ahead. Does someone have an answer?
I think we were told that that's where we could investigate the Jewel of Three Prayers. That Bazzoxan is the best place to go to find out about vestiges of divergence and the calamity.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Okay.
So, two things sort of echo in your mind, Delane. One is the voice of Elder Ushru, who says, "People do not stumble upon vestiges without reason, and there is no place in Jorhas where the memory of the calamity lingers more strongly than in Bazzoxan." Another voice echoes in your mind of Alexian, the sort of young soldier that appeared to you in the vision. And he says, "I prayed to the Changebringer in the heart of a temple of evil."
Yep. I have that written down for me too.
Okay, so we have to go to a temple of evil.
If only there was one lingering in front of you. All right. Well, with that in mind, we're going to go into the gates of Bazzoxan in just a few moments. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, and we'll jump right back into the adventure. See you guys soon. And welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Table Hops, and we are currently playing the Call of the Netherdeep set in the world of Critical Role. If you're new to our stream, you can award the party with inspiration by using your pint points, and that's a group resources they can use to basically give them a leg up during their adventures. Sometimes it's coming super clutch, so spend those pint points. If you're new to the stream also and you miss an episode, you can check them all out on our podcast. Just look up Table Hops on Spotify or anything like that, or on YouTube at Table Hops Podcast. So moving on, you guys are standing before the huge gates of Bazzoxan. What would you like to do?
Are there like guards, or are we allowed to go just walk in?
So right now you're kind of seeing it from that vantage point that I showed you, so you're a little bit in the distance, but you can be assumed that there will be guards once you approach the gate itself. I just wanted to give you an opportunity in case something you wanted to do before that.
Is there a lot of foot traffic coming in and out?
The gates are currently closed, but the road looks very heavily traveled. The gates are, they're not like a portcullis, they open like giant doors.
Still really weird for them to be completely closed. I don't know.
I will just ask Dermot if he would like to hold my hand. And let's go, guys.
So he looks up and he looks at Maggie and he's like, well, if it'll make you feel more...
Thorn is too, because Thorn actually makes me feel brave. And then me and Dermot are kind of like, oh god.
Well, it'll make you feel better. Sure, you can hold my hand. And you kind of like, he's trying to put on a brave face, but you definitely feel like a tremor in his hand.
He's shaking?
Mm-hmm. So at this point, would you like to approach the gates?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Jutting from the rusty orange mountains of eastern Joras are tall spires of black stone. This is the Betrayer's Rise, a foul fortress from... We're going to say Galsariad's telling you all this shit, because it's not, like, super... Anyway, a foul fortress from long time past. Beneath the spires, a vast gate blocks all entry to the military outpost of Bazzoxan, which sits in the shadow of the Betrayer's Rise. Crumbling and desolate structures huddle between iron watchtowers, and the soldiers of the Aurora Watch patrol the tops of the walls and the massive gate ahead of you. As you approach, a guard on the wall barks, "Identify!"
I don't have that spell.
God damn it.
Hello. We're just folks coming into town.
He's like, what business would you have here?
Town business.
Oh, this is
town
not
business.
This is not a place for idle trade. I suggest you go back.
Who are we trying to... We just need to talk to, like, a mage or something, right? Or
Like a research department.
yeah, like your like maybe records?
A library
manager.
maybe? Who is your librarian?
We're here to worship.
Worship librarians?
No, shut up. We're here to worship. What are you doing? Yes, the library god.
Oh, he looks confused, and he says, what would you be wanting to worship here? This is a place of great evil. He looks worried.
Wait, aren't you...
Galsariad says to you, he's like...
I turn around and like, I think I made the wrong call, guys.
So, Galsariad says, no, this place was built to prevent the demons from emerging from the Betrayer's Rise. It is their task to guard it.
Well, they made it look so spooky and dark.
They're not the ones who constructed this. This has been here for thousands of years.
That makes a lot more sense.
The town around it is new.
Yeah, we're not really here to sightsee. We need to talk to someone about maybe just looking for information, really, if we could get in there and, I don't know, maybe talk to some historians or...
So another guard appears at the top and he says, wait, are you mercenaries? We could use strength of arms.
Well, we could be.
Arms of strength, yes, but...
This guy here is... they're very long arms, too.
Right, they reach so far.
I'd say that's like a 10-foot reach right there. Yeah, that would be very helpful. He says, well,
Approximately, yes.
if you can aid in our fight, you are welcome here, but don't forget I gave you the opportunity to turn back.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if we can.
All right.
So Io goes a little closer to Delane and says, what are we getting ourselves into?
Your pants.
God damn it.
We need your
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
librarian.
I think Delane's a little smoother than that.
Horn is not.
I imagine you flying by in the background, just
in this game.
throwing that zinger and just keep going.
I say, really no, but I haven't known what the hell's going on. No, you know what? I would just go with the flow. That's what I'm doing.
All right, well, we'll take your lead.
Waldmar will take your lead.
Seth, take the reins.
Yeah, Steph, what do you got to say about this?
Shrug.
You look like a librarian. You know where smart people are here. Yes.
Sorry, who did you say that to?
Seth.
Oh, Seth.
Like,
Sorry. It's
yes.
like, I don't know. I'm a little absent-minded and bodied.
Wizards, they're so smart though.
Galsariad says, I think we won't learn any more unless we go inside, but
Aren't we inside yet?
no, we're at the fucking gate. They haven't opened it yet.
Why have they not opened
Because we're
this?
talking.
Oh.
So, what do you all need mercenaries for exactly?
Like anything
Or we
to
agree to anything?
keep the demons at bay. That is what we're charged with. We're always looking for more men. We have a lot of ground to cover.
Okay. Is there something specific that you need us to do?
He says there's always something. The nightmares never cease. Sorry. But if you come in, I'll introduce you to Tascan Varen. He'll know more.
Can
All right.
Baron?
Yes.
Damn.
All right.
Do y'all get like breaks
No,
from your
no breaks.
never-ending nightmares?
No, it's always. We haven't slept. It's
Are
terrible.
y'all not unionized?
No.
Yeah,
We can help with that.
we have in the Feywild.
But there's anything else sounds much better than what we're doing. All right. As you, the huge gates creak open, and you just sort of feel this ominous sort of drop in atmosphere as you slowly move through the doorway into the city proper. You see, as soon as you go in, that there are civilians, but it's definitely like a military town. This is like an occupied area to prevent the demons from leaving that evil fortress that's looming over everything. So that becomes very apparent as you go in. The guards walk you through the gates towards the center of town. But then all of a sudden, from around the corner of a crumbling building, 5 twitching, skinless masses of blinking eyes and slavering mouths wriggle into view. One of them is shredding the flesh of a hapless soldier in 3 of its amorphous maws. Trumpets blare an alarm, and several Aurora Watch soldiers hurry into the streets. One of them, a male drow, pauses to address you. "Newcomers, no time for pleasantries. Draw your weapons, or get to safety. Find me at the barracks after." And that drow charges into battle. He's carrying a huge glaive, like polearm.
Is this normal?
Oh, it's Tuesday, Thursday. I'm not sure anymore. All the days are the same. Anyway, they're all bursting into action. Io and the companions look afraid. They're not sure what to do. Would you like to attack the demons with the Aurora Watch, or would you like to flee to safety?
I want to attack.
We should probably, right?
We should probably what?
Help.
Yeah.
All right, that works for me. As you move into gear, following who you assume is Taskmaster Varen, he seems to be the one in charge. He points towards your. We're going to say that your group's sort of mingled like separately, and he says, points towards your group and says, "You come with me." And he points to Io's group and says, "You make sure that the demons do not get to the infirmary." And the group split off.
Oh no, they stick with us.
No, the book
I
says
think
they
they
have
stick
to
with us.
leave
I
for
think
this
they should stick
encounter.
with us.
They have a very important role to play off screen.
I feel like they should stick with us.
Io looks very
Strength in numbers, Io.
confused and upset that she's being ordered around, and she kind of glances towards you. But when Varen yells,
I
her,
just
"Move!" She and that party heads in that direction. So yes, unfortunately, that's the way it's going. So with that in mind, here we are. Here's the situation.
Oh God, they're gibbering.
Yep.
There's 5 of them.
There's 5 gibbers.
Yeah, and with that, initiative.
I don't know.
Oh God.
Where do you want us to be?
Oh, you should see your guys there.
We're already there. Never mind. I've
Yeah.
zoomed in.
How about bad news bugbears?
What?
Bad news bugbears.
Oh, that's cute. But
Only
wanna
one of
use a
us is
bugbear.
bugbear.
Well, I'm pretty cool.
That's the best. All right. I think I have all 5 in there. Let me double check that.
I lost
1,
my
2, 3,
character.
4, 5. I have them all.
Here it is. Hold on. I'm coming.
It'd be very funny if you rolled low initiative right now.
So gibbering.
I'm coming.
Where?
Seth, get.
Oh, there we go.
So I really want to roll a 3 on the magic table because it's an exploding flump that I can move as a bonus action.
It's an exploding what?
Flump.
Hey, would anyone... This is a difficult encounter. Would anyone be willing to run Seth?
I mean, there are I can run it if you want to send me her character sheet. Or
What do you
can I
guys
just
think
look at
about
it?
that? I kind of wish I could ask them before, but I won't.
I can message her or text her really quick.
Why don't you...
Why don't you
Okay,
just-
before
why
I...
don't you just give us their wizard?
Oh, that's a really good idea, Zach.
You're
You're
just-
so smart.
Let me text her.
I'll just use Galcerian. We'll say they switch spots.
Okay,
That's just easier.
cool.
All smart and shit. Good job, Zach.
But that's not what the book says, Zach. Okay, I got it.
Oh my God. Plus, also Io and the rest of them are there too.
No, unfortunately, that part is very clear.
Should have. No, they need their leader.
All right, so this is good. Descending order. Bogmar, you are first.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Well, let's see. I can get. Oh boy.
Have we had a rest since
Yes.
our goob encounter?
That is, yes, you're all at full,
Okay,
but
okay.
you no longer have the temporary hit points. So just...
That's fine. I just wanted my spell slots back.
As long as I get my.
And don't forget, you have 1 inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Inspiration.
I'm going to come right. Yep, there. And I'm going to do a rogue thing. Is the what? Hide or evade or something like that.
Well,
Right?
those are all different things. Are you?
Are they? Okay. Hold on.
You're gonna try and hide.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna say you kind of do you have enough movement to get here?
What?
I moved you 1 space to the south. Because
Oh, sure.
then I can say you like press yourself like into
In the
like
shadows?
into the shadows of the building. Otherwise, you're like in the
Okay.
middle of the street. I think if you stand very still.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you
I-
roll a
I-
stealth check,
I will do that. Yes.
and I compare it to this.
A summer.
Check. 19.
All right. They do not seem to notice your approach. Anything else from Bogmar?
No.
Okay. Then we move on, and we got this fun friend over here. They have a movement of 10. Oh my god. I'm gonna dash.
Gibber.
That was my dash. Now, this guy. Great. Galsari. They're so slow. He'll move over to this side, and he will use... Oh. Himself or one other creature that he can... A willing creature. Oh, balls. Not worth it yet, then. A 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point. So I think I could probably hit, like, these two or these three with a 10-foot circle. Does that make sense? 10-foot radius.
How high up are these roofs?
Probably 20 feet. So if I'm here, 10 feet out... Oh, 10 feet's here. No, I can only get 2 at a time. Okay, so just to make things easy, he's going to cast a gravity wave at the 2 closest gibbers right here. Right here. Gravity wave. Boom. They have to make a... oh, I rolled 21. 13 strength save. On a failed, they take the 21 damage and are pulled 10 feet towards the sphere's center, which is towards each other. So, strength save. First one. Succeed. Second one. Also, oh my god. Okay, they still take half the damage, so 10. And this is magic, so they take it all. Alright, that is Gelsariad's turn. Thorn, you're up next.
Hey, yeah. That instantly goes away, right? They're not still in that sphere.
Right, it's a one, it just pulls them in and then blows up and then they're done. It is gone. It is gone.
Alright, I'm going to flash, I don't know.
Okay.
To in front this one. But I'm also flying.
Okay.
So she's 15 feet, 10 feet up.
Okay, that works for me. Anything else?
No.
You're hovering, yes?
Yes.
All right, Bodhi's up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move up because I don't really want to waste my key points on just trying to get there faster. So I'm just gonna tuck myself right here, and that's gonna be my turn.
All right. That was just regular movement or a dash?
Just regular movement.
Would you like to ready an action at all, or dodge, or just...
Yeah, if one of them, like, comes within, happens to land in front of me, I'll do a little punch, but...
Okay, that works for me. Then we move on to Delane.
Alright, cool. So here's what I'd like to... I'd like to try to get up this ladder here.
Okay.
As much as I can. Right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm climbing up the ladder. I've got a fairly good vantage point. I'm going to cast Bless.
Cool.
On my party.
Yep.
So at level 2. So all 4 of them get it.
That works for me. So we'll just say that ladder is there, and then you have enough... If you have enough movement to get onto the roof, you can just move onto the roof, because it's a ladder.
I want to do a cool thing.
Okay, let's... sorry. Do you?
After I cast Bless at level 2, which is above a level 1, I get my flight of 10 feet.
Right.
So I want to kick off the wall and then fly over to this roof and be up here.
That is awesome. Yes, for sure. Sounds good. So you cast Bless, and so everybody give yourself a little icon of something so you remember you have Bless attached to you.
Your hashtag blessed.
Mm-hmm.
You've got D4 to all your saving throws and attack rolls.
Awesome. Anything else from Delane?
No, that'll
all
be
right. This guard is a large orc, and he's carrying a spear. He only has one, so he's gonna run up with it. 5, 10, 15, 20. And Thorn, you're seeing as he gets here, he's slowing down as if the ground at his feet is melting in like a mud-like substance. Like the whole ground underneath his feet is distorting, and he's having trouble struggling to move through it, almost like quicksand. But when he gets there, he does have an opportunity to attack with his spear. And he crit hitted. Good job,
Hell
guard.
yeah. All right, guard.
Yeah. All right, 8 damage to it. He definitely looks like a new recruit looking to prove himself. That ends his turn. This guy gets to go next. The guard. Oh no, that's not how that works. Let me just make sure I understand the trigger. Okay, it doesn't affect it that way. 5, 10 attack. No, only 5 feet. 15, 50 feet. Oh, okay. I'll move 5, 10, and then he reels back and spits a chemical glob at the guard. The glob explodes in a blinding flash of light. Each creature within 5 feet of the flash. Oh, so that's going to be Thorn and the guard. Must succeed in a DC 13 Dex save or be blinded until the Mouther's next turn.
Even if I'm in the air.
Yeah, it's a flash of light. It doesn't matter how high you are.
Okay.
Ryan, as a barbarian, you have advantage on dexterity saving throws against things you can see.
You can see it.
I do.
Guard fucking
Plus
don't
that
care.
roll from bless.
Guard is fine.
You know, got the best guard.
He's the
got
best.
fucking-
The best guard.
Fucking Kiefer Sutherland
Jared.
guard.
So we get to add a D4, right, Zach?
Yep.
You're blessed.
So 18?
All right, okay. No worries there. I'm just gonna put a little green thing in to show that he gloobed. This guy.
No.
5, 10, 1, 2, 3. He's gonna gloob right here. It'll only affect the guard this time.
Why are we calling it that?
Blinding spittle. Dex save from the guard.
I like glue. I think I
Glue.
like. I think I
Let's
like
go back
glue
to
better than
glue.
spittle.
Indeed.
Oh, he fails. He is blinded. It's
Potent glue right there, man.
I got glued in the
God,
face. I can't see shit. That is the end of that one. We go on to this guy who's right next to the guard. He's gonna eat him. Makes one bite attack and then it uses. Oh, I can do both at a multi-attack. All right, so bite
No.
first.
Kiefer.
Misses. Oh wait, he has advantage.
Good. No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Let's try that again. That's better.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god,
God.
Kiefer got fucking eaten. Kiefer's dead as shit. He's
Why
gone.
did you do that?
I
Gone.
was doing such a good job.
He
You did
was.
nothing wrong.
He just ate him.
Aww.
Varen says, Kiefer, no! Varen's next. He charges in a fit of rage. He has enough movement points to get there. He makes 3 glaive attacks. Normal. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. What's the AC on these fuckers? All of them hit. All of them hit. AC is very low. All right, so that's 11, 25 damage to it. He cleaves through this mouther, and it sort of reforms around it. But he's still just hacking and slashing. Anything else he can... Bonus action. You see this from your vantage point mainly there, Delane. You see another Varen appear, slightly translucent, over to the side. He's over here. That is Varen's turn.
Delane has no idea what that is.
Mm-mm.
Guard is up next. He runs in to help his captain. Thorn, I'm going to say there's no rough terrain for you because you're flying. He has rough terrain with the floor because it's friggin' melting under his feet, but he's going to try and attack. Sutherland attacks with spear attack. Not nearly as good. Misses. Got a little lazy in his training. Bogmar, you're up.
Hey. Great. Why does this one...
Because he's gloobed
that-
already.
Is that the gloob?
Yeah, this
Okay.
one's glued as well.
I was gonna ask, and then I thought, nope, that's probably.
Yeah, they're running on empty. They need a Ricula.
Okay. So I'm gonna go right there, and I'm going to slash at the guy.
Okay. Hits.
And I think that did it. Oh man, I don't get sneak attack on this guy though.
No.
What a bummer.
Full damage though.
Yeah. And then I suppose I will do my offhand attack as well.
Hits. His armor class is 9, believe it or not.
Oh, +1. Not that it'll make a difference in this, but I just realized. So the +1 is going to add to my attack and my damage.
Correct.
Okay, I need to change that, but it's obviously not going to help me in this case.
All right, so you do the damage, and we'll do 1 extra damage because of the magic.
No, I already added it to.
The damage.
Right.
Okay.
Well, 9 doesn't hit it, right?
9 does hit it. That is its armor class.
9 does?
Yeah, I
Oh.
know. They're big blobs of Play-Doh, not hard to hit.
All right. Well, then 4 damage is it.
Including the bonus.
It is, yes.
All right, got it. Anything else?
No.
All right. Really quick, the Mouthers go next, but I did want to show you guys, because I am a big fan of the artwork in this campaign. Here's an image of the battle you're currently facing.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, pretty badass.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like the Drow is like singing the Bohemian Rhapsody, like he has that face, but
Yeah, right.
anyway, moving on. So
Is Baron the Hobgoblin?
no, Varen is a Drow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he would be the the Scaramouche guy. All right, so anyway, this point this Gibbering Mauser's confused and moves and spits at the shadowy Varen, but it just goes through him, doing nothing. This guy goes next. He's gonna 5-10. He's gonna goop on Bogmar. Bogmar, you need to make a DC 13 save.
Okay. Oh my god.
You failed. You are blinded until the end of that Mouther's next turn.
Oh, I'm #blessed.
Oh, yeah, roll a
You
d4.
are?
Yeah, if you roll a 3 or higher, then you're not blinded.
Does that count on saves, though?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
saves and attack rolls.
All right, here I go.
Not enough.
No.
Sorry. All right, you can still attack. You'll just be attacking at disadvantage because you're swinging blindly. Galceriad is next. His stuff's a little complicated. No, he can't do that. 30-foot reach spell. Okay, yeah, that he can do. He'll move here next to Bodhi, and he will shoot. He'll use Drain Potential on the dude in front of Bogmar. He has a 30-foot reach with a spell. That is going to hit. And he does 16 necrotic damage, and he gains 5 temporary hit points.
Also my freshman year of college.
Drain Potential. All right, great. And that is his turn. Thorn, you got to do something before you take your turn.
Okay.
The Mouther in front of you babbles incoherently. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no.
You do have #blessed on.
I do. Okay.
You're good. Nothing happens. You're just looking at it strangely.
Okay. Alrighty. Then I'm going to feel like he was being rude to me and said something I didn't understand and rage and hit him.
Awesome. Regular rage, no reckless, right?
Regular rage, no reckless.
All right.
But that does trigger Wild Magic Surge.
Okay.
So attack.
22 does hit. For 6 damage. 1 is the same thing, right? It's the con save D12.
Yep.
Here comes my con save. My con save was a... Oh, that should not have been an advantage. My bad. Let's try that again. Passes. So, do I not take it? Yeah, I take nothing. Nothing happens.
Okay.
All right. I do take the regular 6 damage, though, but I already took that. All right. Anything else from Thorn?
No.
Bodhi's up. Bodhi,
Okay.
let me look at where you are. Oh, you also have to make a wisdom con save, as it's like blah, 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 blah.
A wisdom
Oh, sorry.
con save?
Sorry, a wisdom saving throw. My bad.
Okay.
Sorry, that was very confusing. I had to make a con save because of the wild magic.
Wisdom saving throw.
DC 10. Okay.
Did it.
Nothing happens. You're just
All right.
confused by what it's saying.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to move right over here. We're going to
Rough
target this
terrain.
guy.
You have 5, 10. There's 15 feet of rough terrain between you and that one.
Speed is 40.
40.
So.
All right, so that's 30. You were close enough. Yep, that should be actually right about 40. So you should be good.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, attacking. That's what I'm doing.
All right. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Very nice.
All right. You're kind of like losing yourself in the floor, which is turning into this like mud-like substance.
I just like look around to see if anybody saw that, and I'm like, I can shake that off. That's fine. And I'll do Fury of Blows.
All right. Hits.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh!
Oh, boom.
Get it!
Oh, on that 7,
Aw.
you're blessed, right?
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but a
it's a
crit
crit.
fail is a miss no matter
It's
what.
crit fail's a crit
Okay,
fail.
okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Good catch, though.
Alright.
Anything
So
else?
11 damage. Nope, that's it.
All right. So anyone who's watching the chat, you'll see a multitude of many, many different auras. And so that's what I'm trying to keep track of here. The players aren't seeing that, I don't believe. Delane is up. That's why sometimes I say you have rough terrain. Or you're, oh, you're seeing it now? Yeah. It's a Venn diagram of sadness.
Help.
Oh, man.
It's a lot.
Alright. I'm gonna come to here.
All right.
Gonna fucking hold out my ore and second level, as well as spending a sorcery point to twin. I am going to guiding bolt this guy and this guy.
Got him.
Got him.
Boom.
Uh,
Holy shit. Okay, that's the first one.
wow, nice.
Right here.
All right.
Let me go ahead and 2.
All right, we got 32.
Pretty.
22 plus 10. 32.
And just to make
32
sure,
radiant.
it's this one, the one to the south.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, fucked him up. He's alive though. And the other one?
It's you don't forget you got advantage on that, and then boom,
Yeah, that hits.
19.
That's going to be 10 radiant damage, and he's also highlighted.
15 radiant.
Oh, 15. Sorry, I didn't see that higher cast. All right.
Yep. So yeah, this guy and this guy.
All right, that little no smoking sign means you'll have advantage on the next attack.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And I will do my cool little 10 feet of flight to the edge of the roof over here.
All right, and because you're on the roof, even though some of you may see an aura, it's not going to affect him because you're above the ground. Anything else from Delane?
No, that's it.
All right, the Mouther directly in front of Bodhi is going to use... First, I'm going to see if I recharge. I recharge on a 5 or a 6. I do.
And
What the...
And I will do my multi-attack with Bites and then Blinding Spittle. So Bites on Bodhi first. 12? No.
Nope.
All right, and then I'm
I
going to...
actually have an AC.
I'm going to spit here, and
Please don't.
it's going to hit you, Varen, and Bogmar.
I would not like to be
Or
glued,
even-
please.
All right, so everyone who got gloob's got to roll a DC 13 Dex save.
Okay.
Y'all got this.
We're blessed.
You're blessed.
Do I get any? Do I have disadvantage because I'm already blind?
It's a dexterity-based saving throw, so I'm not entirely sure about that.
I don't think so.
Let's say no, and I'll look it up later.
I'm gonna say
Okay, so I got up. What was the DC?
The DC was 13.
Okay, I'm good.
Varen's fine. He nimbly dodges out of the way. All right, so Bogmar, how did you do? Oh, you left.
17.
Okay. All right,
You
yeah.
got a 17.
17, you're fine. That was that one. Now I'm on to this one. I'm going to say they're distracted by Varen, but I will roll to recharge. He recharges as well. They're not the brightest bunch. Well, their intelligence is 13, though, so I'm going to say they're only affected once by that. This guy is going to attack Sutherland with a bite. Yeah. That one's dead. Boom.
Damn.
Blinding
cards left.
Spittle right here. It's going to affect both Varen and Thorn. So that's going to be a DC 13 Dex save, or you're blinded.
Dex?
It should be in the chat, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! Blinded. Can't see shit.
13?
13 is the... Yep, that's it.
Cool.
You good? Awesome. With that, Varen's up next, but Varen is blinded. He's going to swing wildly at disadvantage at the Mouther directly in front of him. 1, 2, 3. All at disadvantage. 10, 10, and 9. All of them hit. Because his armor class is
Nice.
9. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 13, 22, 29. Oh, that one's dead. Doom! Cleans it in
Varen's out here
half.
fucking shit up.
Yeah. And now Bogmar is up.
Okay. Well, I'm
Bogmar, sorry, before you start, roll 2 wisdom saving throws, both DC 10s. As 2 of them are going yup, 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 yup. Good and no problem. Continue as you were.
Okay. I am blind.
You are
so
blind.
I
Disadvantage on
roll
your attack.
disadvantage.
How long does that...
Until this Mouther's turn.
Oh, okay.
Ugh. Okay. Yeah. Disadvantage.
I'm going to say that Varen's no longer blinded because that guy will never get a turn again because he's dead.
Makes sense.
Let's see. 13 will hit. 8 damage. Got it.
And then one more.
12 will hit.
Oh,
That's going to be 5 damage. Well done.
Yep.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, Mao, they're over here, no longer tricked by Varen's shadow. 5, 10 will bite Bodhi, and
love you.
then Spittle. 8, I'm sure
No, it
misses
won't.
you. Blinding Spittle will affect Varen,
Fast.
Bodhi, and Bogmar. We're gonna say no. I'm gonna say you can't be affected by multiple goops. It's just too much to deal with. So Bodhi and
Only one
Varen.
blue at a time.
And you can't be like, you can't stack the same conditions.
Yeah. I just didn't know if it would change where the... I don't want to think about that. Varen and Bodhi, both of you guys roll your deck saves, and we'll see... Oh, that should not have been a disadvantage. Let me try that again. I'm okay.
Your lowest was fine.
I'm just clicking quickly before I see the result. You got it. You're good to go. All right, so not affected by that at all. Next one is this one. So at the end of this one's turn, Bogmar will be free. But in the meantime, you have... it's going to be disadvantage. Advantage on my attack because you're blinded. Here comes the bite. That's a 20, not a nat one though. Here's the damage. That's 14 damage. Make a DC 10 strength save or be knocked prone. Ooh, if I kill you, I eat you.
Strength save.
Mm-hmm. You're fine. That was that. Spits, so just Bodhi will have to make that save because you're next to Bogmar. Oh, wait, no, you don't have to make the save because I have to see if I recharge first. I do not, so that never happened.
You're all dried up, bud.
It's like a California raisin is what you're fighting. All right,
So, hold on. As my reaction, I'm going to move up to half of my speed to get the fuck away from this guy. It's my scout move.
Does it invoke opportunity attacks or no?
No, that's
All
the
right,
whole point
awesome.
of it. Yeah.
So you're just running blind away from the pain.
I'm just backing up slowly. Wait. Oh my god. No.
All right, Galceriad will go next.
Although, am I still blind? Because both.
No,
of them
he's
just went.
done. Yeah, you're no longer blinded. You're good to go.
Okay. All right. Thank
Galceriad is going to see if he recharges. He does. So in that case, I'm going to use Gravity Wave again on these two, targeting behind them, so it'll only affect the two Gibbers and not Bodhi. All right, here it is. So it's going to be 24. Holy shit, 24 damage to them if they fail. If they succeed, they only take half. Left and right. Oh shit, that should not have been an advantage. Let me try that again. Left and right. One fails, one succeeds. So this one fails, taking the full 24 damage. He's in button range. And then this guy takes half, so he's also pretty friggin' hurt. That ends Galceriad's turn. Thorn is next. Thorn, you have to roll one wisdom saving throw, DC 10.
Okay.
That is not enough. You have even with the bless, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, each creature starts. You hear the gibbering, and on a failure, you can't take reactions until the start of your next turn. And now you need to roll a d8 to see what you do now with your turn.
Oh,
boy.
good.
A 5. A 5 is on a 5 or 6. The creature takes no action or bonus action and uses all its movement to move in a randomly determined direction. Roll a d. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll a d8 again. You 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to move south as far as possible. So yeah, you don't have to worry about rough terrain because you're flying. So you have to use your full 30 feet of movement, or 25, or whatever you are.
I mean, I hit the side of the house.
You're going to be flying next to it. You can just keep going
Okay.
as far as you can go with your regular movement without dashing.
I was here?
You're 2
right?
spots north of Varen.
Okay. Oh.
And while you're moving, Bodhi, you are next. Bodhi, you got to make 3 wisdom saving throws, all DC 10s.
Man.
What the fuck?
You're in a Venn diagram of
Okay.
3 gibbers.
Jesus Christ.
So many gibbers.
You're literally
Is it 'cause I'm
standing in the middle of.
Is it because I'm starting my turn there?
Yes, it's starting your turn within a
Okay.
certain number of feet of their mouthing off.
Mouths.
Success. 2 more. Failure. All right, so don't bother with the last one because it can't. You can only be affected by it once. You can take no reactions. Roll a d8 to see what you do this turn. 2. A 2 is the creature does nothing, so you do nothing.
Nice.
I can't.
You can't do shit.
Wait, I can't do
yeah,
anything?
you lose your turn basically.
Yeah,
Oh.
I saw that too.
It's
like
better
no
than
actions or bonus actions?
you get nothing. Yeah, it says that the
Okay.
creature does nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Delane.
Um. All right, I will. I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
Um.
Don't forget you're about 20 feet up.
Yeah, I've got. It's a 15-foot cube. Oh, on self.
Yeah.
I thought that I could point it somewhere. Never mind.
It's kind of like you clap your hands and it just bursts from you.
It's your hands. That's what you're clapping.
That's all I think thunderclaps.
This is thunderclaps.
Robbie, can I twin magic missile?
Sure.
Is it a target?
It's not a targeted spell.
Is a target. It's
Not a
just a.
Just does.
Oh wait, is it
Right?
a target though? Put the here. Hold on.
Yeah, because if it's a target, as long as it says target in the spell, then you can twin it.
Target a creature of your choice that
Yeah.
you can see within range.
It is targeted.
Yep.
So yeah, you can do it.
Okay. All right then. I'm going to twin magic missile. Go for the one in front of
This one.
Go for the one in front of Bodhi,
Yep.
and the other one in front of Bodhi.
Okay, so the 2 closest to you, and they automatically take the damage because it's magic missile.
Uh huh.
So just roll the damage. I think you'll be just roll it once because I think it'll be. They're both really weak, so I think you'll be able to kill them both.
Hopefully.
So it'll be what 3d4 plus 3.
Why is it? Why did it only roll 1d4?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird.
Just roll 3d4 plus 3, and we'll just call it that. Okay, so 7, 8, 9. Okay, we'll say that one kills it. Roll again because you would roll a new damage for it. It wasn't enough to kill them both. Roll the damage again. I just want to see if you can get them both in one go.
3d4 plus 3 is going to be 13.
That'll do it. He had 10 hit points left.
Nice.
Boom! As they just burst in like a jelly-like substance. As soon as that happens, you feel the ground below your feet, Bodhi, begin to solidify.
Oh, good.
Anything else from Delane as you just
I'm going to float to the
double killed?
edge there.
All right. At the same time, you see Thorn like screaming and running to the south, or flying to the south.
Has this thing been targeted by an attack yet?
It has. It is weakened. Oh no, not this turn. It is not.
No, I was
No, I'm...
gonna hit it, but then got scared and ran away.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, so nothing has targeted it for... It still has its advantage on it then.
Correct. That doesn't wear off, right? It's like the first attack against it.
Yeah, the first thing to... Yeah, the first attack made against it has advantage.
All right, that works. So now, if that ends Delane's turn, we go to this Mouther. Falker. I'm gonna go 5, 10. Oh. That's fine. I'll just do 10 and I'll spit at Bodhi. Alright. Yeah, you're literally closest one. You gotta make a DC 13 dex save. So does Varen. I am okay. You are okay as well. Didn't do shit. He's gooped. It is now Varen's turn. He'll move forward and attack the Mouther. His first attack will have advantage because of the Guiding Bolt. Here comes the glaive attack. Yeah. And then I'll roll 2 more at normal. All of them hit. That's going to be 34 damage.
Damn.
Yeah, he's
Fucking
a
Aaron,
beast. That is his turn. Bogmar goes next. Bogmar, you take your turn as normal. You're not affected by anything.
Wonderful. Then I am going to. Sure. Next to Bodhi, and I'm going to try to kill this guy right here.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh yes.
Boom.
And I get sneak attack.
Yeah. Altogether, that will kill the creature. If you want to use your offhand attack to attack the other one, you can do that.
I would like to do that.
And that hits. That's going to be 4. Got it. Anything else?
Do I get sneak attack? No.
No, only once.
That is it. I'm going to take a couple of steps back again.
All right. He'll move Galsari to move over here and shoot a whatchamadoodle. A drain potential.
Why is your why is Varen's one could probably call it an echo? Why isn't it doing it?
It doesn't get it doesn't do anything. It doesn't have a turn.
It's just fusion.
It's not what you think it is.
Duplicate.
Yeah, it's these are NPCs with like monster abilities. It's not what you think it is.
So he can just cast a.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Like,
there hasn't been an opportunity for him to use it. Basically, he can. Okay, so if you want to know, I can make a duplicate of myself, and I can switch places with it whenever I want to.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Ooh.
But there's been no need for it so far. Drain potential. Boom. Hits. That's going to be 22 necrotic, and he gains 5 temporary hit points. So he's just running around the perimeter blasting. Plugging his ear and saying, I'm not listening. Thorn, you're up. You are in the range of its gibbering. You had to make 1 saving throw.
Wisdom?
Correct. DC 10. You're good. Do what you want to do.
Sweet. I guess my rage would have dropped.
Yeah, because you ran away. Yeah, we're going to say that that's gone because you had to lose your turn.
Well, I'm going to do it again because I'm mad.
Boom.
So I scream at it. And I'm going to recklessly attack.
All right. 11 will hit. 12 damage.
And it triggers Magic Surge.
That's right.
Come on, be a 3.
8. Bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice you can see. I assume I know who you're picking. Con save, or I take D6 radiant damage and blind. Con save. Oh no! Oh no! Everybody, I lost my monitors for a moment. Something happened. I think. Oh, I know what happened.
21.
Hold on. Hey, everybody, we're gonna take just a quick break while I fix my life. We'll be right back. Literally 2 minutes.
Now I get to kill them next week.
And we're back. Sorry about that. A quick little hiccup with the technology there. I made a con save of 21, so I am not affected by your stuff. Except for the damage, obviously.
Yes.
Anything
but
else?
If it's still alive next round, I do it again.
That's right. Yeah, so anything else?
No.
Bodhi's up.
Let's go. We're gonna scoot up. Oh, do I have to do the business first?
Yes, DC 10 Wisdom saving
Okay.
throw. Thank you. Just one, though. That is good.
Did it. Okay. Business time. Smack him.
Oh, unfortunately, no.
Damn!
I know. Anything else?
Um,
Fury?
Yeah.
All right.
Flurry of blows, yes.
Flurry of blows. That'll hit.
Okay.
For 7. Got it.
Nice.
Then again,
Yeah.
yep. Got him again for
Yeah.
7 more. Boom.
Okay.
Well done. Anything else?
No.
Delane is up.
All right. I'm gonna try and finish this off. I'm gonna use my last level for Scorching Ray.
21 will hit.
This is all 3 beams. 15.
All of them hit.
So, boom.
And one more. Okay, hey, describe how you kill the last of these things.
Sure. So, concerned that everybody has been getting like their brains racked and almost getting eaten, and that one dude did get eaten. I just
2 guys
see
got
quick
eaten.
open.
Dudes got eaten.
Kiefer and Sutherland both got eaten.
Oh shit.
Such promise.
So I just sort of hold my staff out and shoot 3 beams of fire straight out of my staff and just pepper it.
Straight
Right out
out
of your staff.
Right in their face. So, anyway, with that, the final gibbering mouther is destroyed. You see Varen shift into his shade form just to show how cool he is, with no effect. And at the end, he sort of catches his breath and asks you to sort of sit with him for a minute as he does what he can to sort of find any remains of the 2 eaten comrades to at least let their families know what befell of them. So at this point, he's like leaning against the building and sort of trying to catch his breath. And this is him here.
Bogmar, this is for you. Why didn't it go?
What?
What?
I was trying to use Healing Word. So this
Oh.
is for you, and then it didn't do anything.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, because I'm trying to... Your elf was in the way. I couldn't see where my input value was. There's 6 heals for you there, Bogmar.
And then I'm gonna come over and be like, you know what, Bogmar? You're a real inspiration, a real pal. And I'm just gonna take my glowing hand and just smack him on the back. For another 4 points.
You know, I think you cracked it just where it needed to be. Thank you, Bodhi.
It was my weird little hand paws.
Yes.
So
They're oddly like padded but also firm. It was quite nice.
So at this point, Varen looks towards you and he says, "You came at just the right time." He doesn't look
yeah.
perturbed
What?
by this. It seems like he's just winded.
I'm on... Are y'all talking down there?
Lane, you want to come
Lane,
join us
come
so you
join
can
us.
hear what's going on?
The
Sure,
conversation.
just hang on a minute. I'll crawl down. Climb down the ladder.
Can Thor carry you down?
Of it. We just need to wait. Here we go.
Sorry about that. What you were saying?
Oh, I can attack through my echoes.
Yeah.
But I can't, yeah. I can either do
I
that.
thought he was an Echo Knight. I was
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah, he has basically those abilities, but he can't He can either attack as himself or his echo, but his echo is always not adjacent to the other ones, so it didn't make sense for me to use him. I guess I could have split my attack. It doesn't matter. You won. So at this point,
It matters to Kiefer and Sutherland.
I could have saved him
So dead.
if I did my attacks from farther away. But yes, so he says, "Are you going to be in Bazzoxan long?" I said it right.
You got
Bazzoxan
it right.
long. Yeah, sorry, a little winded. These horrifying creatures. They're gibbering and makes me blather on. So yeah, he's basically asking your intentions.
Well, we're kind of just looking for someone to talk to help us get some information about, a relic we found, but I guess we could help, right, guys?
Yeah.
While we are here, might as well. Is there? I mean, I hate to ask, but is there coin involved with this? Traveling is expensive.
He says, "That is fair, and you have shown your worth. Let me mark on your map that you coincidentally have in front of you here, of where you can meet me." So if you zoom out right now, you guys are located at the gate, and that's where you fought the Mouthers. He says, "When you're ready, come see me in the barracks. I'll see if I can scrounge up a reward for you. I also need to let next of kin know. Your friends, they were sent to guard the infirmary north of there. So if you want to see how they're doing, you can check on them there. And finally,
So these demons are making it inside of the gates?
the gates are meant to keep them in."
Yeah, I think the demons are coming from inside the city itself.
Yeah, he points towards this sort of
Yeah.
northern area. The demons come through here. It is their job to keep them from getting past the gate.
Come through
Kind of
where?
like the yawning portal, but like way worse.
Right over here.
It seems like.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Like the screaming portal, not the yawning.
You're right. And he says, "I must let next of kin know because their names should be etched on the wall." And he sort
Yeah,
of
give
points
a
at this thing there.
Kiefer and Sutherland's families our regards. They were promising.
We'll probably
young
have them
guard.
up in about 24 hours. But anyway,
Wait, what?
sorry. While you guys are thinking, about where you want to explore in Bazzoxan, let's take just a quick little bathroom break, and we'll return very shortly. Welcome back, everybody, to our Dungeons & Dragons Call of the Netherdeep campaign, where the characters have just made it to Bazzoxan, and they're going to investigate the city and see if they can learn more about the Jewel of Three Prayers that they acquired in Jigao. So at this point, where would your characters be interested in going to first? You also do not need to go to the places I necessarily pointed out on your map. He was just showing you some of the basic areas. There are other places to investigate as well.
I would be very interested in some food, but that's just always the one.
Fair enough.
That would be nice.
I wouldn't mind going to go check out our friends in the infirmary.
Yeah, we could go wrangle them and then find somewhere to eat.
Let
He
me
did
just-
say that the barracks is where we would maybe get paid, so. But yeah, infirmary, I'd say.
All right, you should see a little table hops due down near the gate. So you should all be able to move him where you'd like to go. So it looks like you're heading towards the barracks or the infirmary.
Well,
I heard both.
I think we wanted to go to the infirmary.
All right. So as you move north towards the central square, you start heading towards the infirmary. You definitely see the barracks where there are a lot of people of the Aurora Watch setting up. There is the Wall of Forgotten. You see what looks to be a tavern, sort of in the northwestern part here. And there is a strange sort of C-shaped building over here where I'm pinging. Let me just describe it to you. It looks like almost like a pit. You can't see down it from where you are, but it looks to have almost like a set of almost like bleachers or seats that sort of surround it.
C is for Coliseum.
All right. Okay, so in the infirmary. So as you move north, you do see the remnants of what look to be demonic entities, and you see Maggie sort of heaving, like trying to catch her breath as her weapon is covered in this sort of black ichor, and the monsters seem to be melting away in that sort of dissolving like effect. They all look exceptionally shaken. There's a few that are injured, and you see some of the priests in the infirmary are tending wounds, casting cure wounds, that type of deal. The walls are lined with shelves that hold old books and medical supplies, and the floor is crammed with narrow cots. It looks like there's a small office in the back, and its door is ajar, and the air reeks of medicinal poultices.
Thorn flies up and sits on Maggie's shoulder and tells her that she shouldn't lick the black stuff.
I wasn't planning on it, but now that you said I shouldn't, I'm slightly curious. But I'll hold back.
I look at the other party and like, everyone all right? Everybody feeling okay?
You see Dermot is just sort of wide-eyed. He's like, so horrible. It's so vicious. And you can obviously tell that they have not been in a combat of this intensity, at least facing things as horrendous as these demons that you've seen, such as the Mouthers, the Quasits, and the Vrock. Like, they're all horrendous, and they just haven't, they've heard of these creatures, but seeing them in the flesh apparently has shaken their resolve, let's say.
It's hard to watch someone get eaten. It really is.
Unless you're the one doing the eating.
So a couple of them chuckle. Irvin has like a smile, and he's like, speaking of eating, maybe we should head to the tavern, celebrate after a battle well run. He seems to be trying to like cheer up his companions, but some of them they don't seem to be hearing him. Io is still like sort of staring down at, you see a drow priest of the Aurora Watch, and her throat's been torn out.
Jesus Christ. How about, we get out of here and let them tend to their dead and wounded, and, maybe try to collect ourselves.
I walk up and I just put my hand on her shoulder.
All right, as soon as on Io's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you touch her, she sort of flinches and her eyes refocus as if she didn't even notice you approach. There's a relief on her face, and she just sort of wraps her arms around you, and you can feel her kind of like sobbing against you.
Okay. I wasn't. I say, hey, look, this is weird for all of us. This is not what to do. Let's go sit down. Let's get you some water.
All right. She sort of backs up and she says, I'm okay. I'm okay. Sorry.
Hey, you don't have to do that.
People
with me.
died.
To-
And she just sort of stares at you as if she can't really believe it. She says, it's okay. I just need a moment. When you're ready, maybe meet us at the tavern. You see Irvin's already walking that way. She says, it's called the Ready Room. I'll mark it on your map, coincidentally, so you know where it is.
Okay.
So she seems to be sort of pulling away from you, but it seems to be more of she's trying to be the leader that she knows her party wants her to be. So you kind of saw a vulnerability there, and she seemed to sort of regret showing it, if that makes sense. But she doesn't seem angry at you.
I just look at her and I'm like, "Aye, Captain."
So they
It's,
hobble out of the infirmary. They don't look their wounds don't look life-threatening, but their mood is definitely soured. At this point, a drow priestess goes up to you and introduces herself. She says, my name's Batha. Am I right in understanding you helped the Aurora Watch?
Yeah,
yeah,
we did.
Are any of you injured? Do you require treatment?
I'm all right. Bogmar, you doing all right?
I will just have to sleep it off. It's fine.
Everybody except for Bodhi and Thorn, roll a religion check, please.
Sure.
Boy, this should be really good. Oh, wow.
Okay.
A miracle.
So, while you're looking at this woman, Bautha, she has a pin, and it's in the shape of a black wing that's attached to her cloak. You recognize it as the holy symbol of Zalicus, a legendary Solar who served as the right hand of Corlin, the Archheart, before falling in the Calamity.
Mm-hmm.
Just some lore for
A
you.
symbol of who?
Did I say it wrong?
Cast.
Jalikas.
I don't know how it's pronounced, but yeah, Shalicast.
Yeah. So there you go.
She got fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
By like Asmodeus's mount, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember.
It is a very small footnote in my. I don't know the lore, but it sounds cool.
Okay. Well, Asmodeus has had a phoenix during the calamity that he rode on, and I think that's what tore Jalikas up. Anyway,
It says Jalikas is a Solar, but that's normally an angel, but I guess it could take many forms.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
That's right.
Any Mahoozits. So basically, what that comes down to is it seems strange of someone to be in such a militant town. Is the kind of vibe you're getting. They just a general thing doesn't like conflict. It doesn't really. It seems strange to see a follower of that in this militant town. That's what caught your eye. It's what it boils down to. So, keeping that in mind, is there anything you'd like to do?
No, I mean, I guess she wants to come join us so we can sit down and get a breather.
She says, I have many injured here. If any of you have methods of healing as well, it would help.
I mean, I do.
I can help.
Right. So she sort of leads you in, and that medicinal smell permeates your nostrils as you move in. You see many injured people, both civilians and soldiers alike. Some of them look like they have older injuries that she's trying to stave off infection. Some of them look like they were in this recent attack, as the Mouthers you faced weren't apparently the only ones.
Okay.
What are you casting, or what would you like to do?
I've got the most I can do for the rest of the day is 2 healing at level 1.
Okay. Anybody else?
I mean, I can hand a healing these people. I just have
Oh,
to
you have to
rest
slap
for.
'em?
I can. Well, I don't specifically have to like slap them. It's just like
Get
a lay
up!
on hand thing, but I can aggressively shake their hand.
Okay, I like that. For some reason, it reminds
then
me of Miracle Max, where he's like, hey, what's so important? What do you have that's worth living for? But yeah, so yeah, as you cast your magic on these poor individuals, you see one wounded member of the Aurora Watch, and she seems to be beckoning both of you towards her cot.
You need help with something?
She's definitely wounded. She gives you and they're fresh wounds. She gives you a salute. She seems unable to form words as she's so weak, but she's pointing towards her satchel.
Okay, I'll pick it up and open it for her.
Okay. She pulls out a small tiger's eye carving of a rabbit. On the bottom of it is written Naven.
Naven?
Yes, Naevyn.
Okay.
So she's sort of, you have to get really close to hear as she's sort of wheezing out as if maybe she has internal bleeding or a punctured lung, and she explains that she was planning to visit the Wall of the Unforgotten to place his trinket there. She asks, would you be able to do it in my stead?
I can drop it off for you, sure.
And she sort of nods to you and thanks. And now you have that item. It's up to you what you want to do with it.
Okay. I mean, I'll probably go just drop it off at the wall.
So,
Even though it might
before
do
you
something.
leave the infirmary, Batha asks, is there anything? You said you were looking for answers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lane.
Yeah. We came here looking for some help, guidance on pull it out from like underneath my shirt. On this thing. It's an artifact. It's pretty old.
So she looks it over and she says, it doesn't seem familiar. And she pulls some of the books that were located along the walls and sort of flips through it. You see a lot of them are History of the Calamity, that sort of thing. I assume you mention it, or what do you mention about?
Yeah, I just say it's old, like pre-calamity old.
This is definitely ancient. Where did you find this?
Under water, and in like a grotto. I think it found us.
She looks at you strangely and then goes back to examine it. She says, you see these seams here? It looks like maybe it moves, but I don't see any way to access it.
Oh, I'll fiddle with it.
Nothing seems... You definitely see the seams that she's talking about as you're tweaking it, but you don't see... it doesn't seem to have any give to it. You don't see it... You see the seams, but they're not moving. She says... Do you know what this is? She's like...
I kind of whisper so that people don't hear too much. They was told it's a vestige of divergence.
Well, that's a high-level magical item. She doesn't scream that out loud. She says, oh, really? And then she pulls out another book, and it seems to have information on the vestiges of different sorts. But she says, do you know the name of it?
Called the Duel of the Three Prayers.
And she sort of says, give me a moment. And she begins to hurriedly look through this. It looks like perhaps the reason she's here is because she's interested in pre-calamity and this place definitely has a history with it, with the Betrayer's Rise looming above you. So maybe that's what brought her attention here. But she says, 3 prayers. Oh, it must be that old story about the champion of the 3 gods. Goodness gracious, I can't believe I remember it. It's a fragment of a legend, even in temples in Vasselheim and Ankarel. She clears her throat. Long ago, a hero of the calamity begged for aid from 3 different gods in his time of need. Avandra, the Changebringer, was one of them. And I think Sahanin, I might be pronouncing that wrong, the Moonweaver was another. And, afraid I don't remember anything else.
You don't know the third?
Can't remember, no. And it's not written in here. He mentions this champion, but only as champion. It doesn't give a name.
Did we get his name?
Yeah, it was Alexian.
Right. Yeah, then I would say, I think it was Alexian.
That name doesn't sound familiar to me. If I'll continue to search my books, and if I find anything, are you staying here?
Yeah, we'll be at the ready room for a little while, and then I think we're going to barracks.
So she's starts to take out another book when one of her the other priests says, "Oh, we need you over here. This person's in critical condition." And she's sort of pulled away towards those duties. She says, "If I find anything, I'll let you know." But she's sort of heading off in that direction.
Okay. Thank you.
She sort of pulls away from the priest for a moment, looks at you, and says, "Oh, there's one more thing. This might be just part of the legend, but Avandra was said to have grieved for this hero, not because he had died, but because she feared her aid forced him to give up so much of himself that he would be robbed of a future. I'm not sure what that means either, but could be important. It's in a text box."
Thank you. I look at Bodhi and I think we're pretty convinced he's trapped, right?
I mean, yeah. Kind of seems like it.
Trapped, probably, maybe still alive. Maybe, I don't know.
So as you're walking out of the infirmary, you see the ready room, the tavern where Io's companions have apparently set up for the night. The barracks are to the south. The Forgotten Wall is over to the west. And there's other areas you can explore if you're interested.
I think we're just going to head to the ready room, right? To meet up with everyone else.
Yeah, go to the ready room first. Night King. Sure.
That works for me if that's where you guys want to go.
Yeah, Thorn is like pulling on Bodhi's ear. She's like, food.
I know. Look, man, they're people. They needed healing and punching. All right,
Healing and
we
punching.
can go now.
I'll tap those 2 spells.
So as you head
Heal.
towards the... oh, sorry, I interrupted you. What did you say?
No, I said heal who you gotta heal. I'll tap those 2 spell slots out.
A large barn with a steeply pointed roof looms over the battered structures near the center of town. Over the double door hangs a sign that bears the tavern's name, the Ready Room, in Undercommon, Orc, Goblin, and Common.
I understand all of those.
They all say the exact same thing. All right. It looks like they have tankards of beer and some sort of bowls of mushy rice that they're passing around. You see Irvin and Maggie are at the bar eating and drinking. You don't see the other companions at this point. What would you like to do?
Fly over to Maggie.
All right. She says, "Oh, Thorn, it's good to see you again. The rest are resting upstairs. They got a couple of rooms. It's not the best lodgings, but it will do. I worry for Dermot. He's taking this rather hard."
Has he never seen combat like this before, I'm guessing?
It's not the combat. He's brave when he needs to be, but it's the injured, the carnage. Seeing innocents
Oh.
injured like this, it affected him. He'll be okay. He always is. He's one of the strongest of us, but sometimes he lacks that sort of confidence.
He has a very big heart, yes. Yeah.
Anyway, are you also recovering? It seems you've gotten out pretty much unscathed.
I think for the most part, yeah.
Did you fight the big blobbies with mouths too?
Oh yes, some of those. There was another one of those flying creatures. All sorts of. It was just teeth and claws. It's a torrent of just terrible nightmares.
That sounds like my family dinner.
Yeah, it does.
Torrent of nightmares. That's great. You can tell that they're definitely new to this adventuring thing. Perhaps they were asked to remove rats in the cellar of the tavern in their, first level adventures, but after that they kind of just got comfy, and this is a lot more real than they were expecting. Can I have Bogmar make a insight check, and everybody else make a perception check, please?
Sure.
That's a big bummer. Because I have pretty good insight.
Okay. So, as you're doing that, you're kind of looking over at Irvin, and he seems to be dealing with this the same way, making sarcastic comments and drinking. And he hands you a tankard of ale, and sort of just like gives you a sly smile before staring off, and you can kind of see the smile doesn't reach his eyes.
To whom?
To Bogmar.
I tell him to, be careful. This may feel good in the moment, but sometimes sadness needs to be felt.
He says, well, if learn anything today, it's that we may only have this moment, so might as well enjoy it. He sort of cheers you without you picking up your mug.
Yeah.
Thorin, you notice that everyone is rather subdued and sort of looking into their own either bowl of food or drink, and if they're conversing, it's sort of in hushed tones. But you do notice that there is a tiefling over in the corner, and she's smiling at you.
At me?
Mm-hmm. And not breaking eye contact. A large grin.
Do I notice this
when
person staring at Thorn?
If Thorn would clue you in, then you kind of follow her eyes, like where she's looking. I'm sure she was sort of scanning and then sort of locked on this. You would notice too. This tiefling is not being subtle about it.
Do you know them, Thorn?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But I wave. I'm like, hi.
Oh, she waves at you too. Again, that smile just growing bigger. She doesn't move to stand
real
up.
Creeped out.
Is it creepy? Like,
roll an insight check.
I was gonna say, like, what kind of vibe am I getting from this?
Yeah, she's got crazy eyes.
Oh.
A little bit of a disconnect there. Doesn't seem intoxicated at all. Just seems a little.
Delta?
Well, not even that. Just socially awkward in a way where it doesn't seem like she's getting the cues from everybody else. I don't know how. I think
we might just want to leave that baby in a corner. She looks
Nice. Are you sure?
I mean, if you want to go talk to her, I'm not going to stop you, but I'll keep my eye on you.
Everybody else seems sad.
Yeah, everybody seems sad because a whole bunch of people just died, and she's over there grinning. So,
Maybe coping mechanism, okay?
Maybe.
Smart says as she shoves a whole bowl of rice in her face.
So, just to keep things in a timely fashion, with our last few minutes of the game, would you like to do something else in the ready room? Maybe investigate this tiefling, fuck off and go to the Wall of the Forgotten, or maybe go to the barracks, get your pay.
Where was Io?
Not here. So apparently she got a room upstairs with some of the others, and they're either resting or watching up. The only people
Okay.
down here are Maggie and Irvin.
I'll let Thorn know that I'm gonna go drop off something at the Wall of Remembrance that I got from one of the someone at the infirmary.
Okay.
I would go with you.
All right.
So
Okay.
we're-
Bodhi and Thorn are heading out. The rest of you?
Let's say to Bogmar, like, why don't you go and see if guy got some us at the infirmary? I'm gonna go check on the guy.
I'm assuming you said to check on Dermot, because that's what I was going to do, but I didn't actually hear you say that. Yes?
I don't think that's what he said at
Sure.
all.
I look at him and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Never mind. Come
Okay.
up here. You were the
Sorry.
one. I'm not really worried about the money.
Oh, no, I'm not worried about the money. No, I was going to check on Dermot, because they said he was very sad
Well,
about
then come
it.
with me. I'm gonna go check on Io.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I guess we go upstairs.
Seb, go. Seb.
I'll just shrug.
Go Seth. Got it.
All right. So let me
Go
start
check
with
the
the. So just to make sure I got this correctly, we got the Wall of the Forgotten and checking on the other characters. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with the Wall of the Forgotten.
And I'm sending Seth to go.
Wall
get
of the
money.
Unforgotten, I should say. That was a
Before
typo.
I leave, I tell Maggie to keep an eye on Irvin and try to get him to slow down, maybe.
She says, "Well, once he gets in his cups,
Yes.
but I'll do what I can."
Does the tiefling do anything when
She
Bodhi and I
gives you
go-
this like little weird finger wave.
We're definitely
Yeah.
gonna talk. We're definitely gonna talk to her.
All right.
I want her so bad?
I mean, do you want to go invite her to go on this walk with us?
I mean, that's up to you.
Seems weird. More like we sit and drink with her.
He's sitting and staring at us. I don't know how much weirder this can get.
But I mean, isn't this like a solemn thing that we're about to go do?
I guess so. I don't really know the person, but I'm doing it as a favor.
Maybe they'll be. I don't know. I want
We'll
to-
say that as you're heading out, they kind of like give you that little finger wave, but go back to what they were doing.
Okay.
I am sure we'll run into her again.
Yes.
So she seems delightful.
So heading over to the Wall of the Unforgotten, you see a stretch of stone carved with names and wreathed in dried flowers, silver necklaces and ropes weighted with good luck charms. The ground near the wall is cluttered with trinkets left there as offerings. A drow of the Aurora Watch prays near a corner of the wall.
Would it be like an undertaking to try and find the name that's inscribed on the bottom of the figurine, or?
Yes, it would. It not like impossible. It would just be time. It would take time. There's a lot of names.
Okay. Well, if the offerings are all just like kind of gathered in one place, I'll go in.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're set to like specific names. It looks like they're just sort of the whole place is a set.
Okay.
All right.
I will go at it.
All right. So, go ahead.
I was gonna say when Bodhi sets it down, I'm gonna use Druidcraft and cause some flowers to bloom around it.
Okay. As you lay this item down and you begin to cast the spell that causes the flowers to bloom, you see the drow who is praying, kneeling next to you. He sort of stands and sees what you're doing. As you get a better look at him, you see that he has a very handsome face, but it's covered in scars. And his left leg from his knee down looks to be a prosthetic. It's carved from like a black rock and ringed with bands of pale purple light.
Ooh, pretty.
Oh, wow, that is pretty.
He says, "They've earned their rest, and they deserve to have that rest honored." He looks at you and says, I am Caleb. I have not seen you before."
Bodhi. That's because I've never been here before. First time. Real interesting city you live in here. Monster attack on our first day. It was quite an interesting battle.
He says, well, every day there's more and more. The Aurora Watch does what they can, but this is not a something that can be solved. It's something that can be held back. And
Where do you guys get your support from? Just out of curiosity.
well, the Kryn Dynasty supplies us with more and more troops, but not necessarily as many as we lost. He sort of gestures towards the wall.
I can see that.
We've had to ask for outside help, which I'm assuming. Apologize if this is presumptuous. That's why you may be here.
No, actually just turned out to be a bit of a coincidence. We were kind of just stopping in to see if we could get some information and, we'll lend our services while we're here.
Yes.
Have the attacks been they've been ramping up, it
Well,
seems like?
at first it was smaller demons, closets, whatnot, but they seem to be growing in power. Those mouthers were quite hideous.
A lot of gloob.
Gloob galore, one could say. Oh man, I gotta name the name of this episode Gloob galore.
Galore. That's our
Glorious
name.
Galoob.
Galore.
Gloob galore. He says
GG's.
Varen does as best as he can to lead us, but
Baron was very impressive.
yes, he's a fine warrior. I just worry about his. This takes a toll on anyone, and he has a lot of responsibility. He bears too much on his shoulders. But anyway, if you're looking for answers, he'd be the one to talk to. In the meantime,
Thank you.
I wish I had more to offer, but the fact that you're able to do this, he sort of gestures towards the plant life that you've sort of commanded. He's like, the only place I've seen plant life grow like this is over at the old temple. Let me mark it on your map in case you're curious about it later. So here he says that there's plant life there. He says, with your permission, I'd like to offer you a gift.
Sure.
Okay.
Of course.
Right. He reaches a hand out and slowly moves it towards you, Bodhi. Are you cool with this?
Okay. I put my paw out. My hand paw.
He touches your hand, and you see a glowing silver light move from his hand and sort of glow along your forearm. And then sort of you feel this power sort of emboldened inside of you. If you're cool with it, Thorn, he would do the same thing with you.
Okay.
All right, so again, he touches your forehead and you feel like this power emanate into you. You both received, mechanically, what is called a mote of possibility. So what that means is if you fail a saving throw or miss on an attack, you can use a reaction to re-roll the d20.
That's really cool.
It is usable once.
Okay.
It says here it's
Okay.
24 hours, but I think it's bullshit because, you might be here for longer than that. So I'm going to say you have it until you use it.
Are you
It's
gonna? Sorry.
Just put it as a item in your inventory. Just call it Mode of
what I'm
Possibility, and
doing.
I'll remember what it does. It's basically a savable inspiration, but only for you.
Okay, cool.
Cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Very cool.
So for our last thing, we're going to say that you head back. We're going to go back to the tavern where Delane and Bogmar go up to the top, and you find Maggie and Irvin tell you what room they're staying at. And knocking on the door, we're going to say Galceriad sort of peeks his head out. He says, yes?
Hey, gal.
He
We're
says,
just, we're here to check on you.
oh,
I brought like a basket of fries from down below. It's not much, but here we are.
I says, yes, please come in. And you see he's in there, and you see Dermot sort of lying on the bed, staring up at the ceiling, his hand sort of steepled in front of him. And he sees you approach. He sort of waves a friendly greeting. You don't see Io in here, though.
I will go sit next to the bed and just kind of quietly sit with Dermot and just, if he would like to talk, I'm here to listen, but just kind of Just gonna be around.
Get Galcerian. Where's Io? Where's our fearless leader?
Oh, she needed some time alone. I think the battle took not a physical toll on all of us, but I think it's sort of shaken her resolve. She said she was just going to go to find a bath. They don't have indoor plumbing here. She'd probably have to find like another place to do that.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Okay, well.
So a couple of things happened, and then we're going to call it an evening. Let me just double check something. I don't want to lie about this.
Bath actually pretty great. Not with her. Gonna let her have private. The party, we could all go to a bathhouse.
That would be cool. The Bazzoxan bathhouse. All right. He looks at you and he says, "Now, be straight with me, Delane. What do you want out of this? What are we all here for? What did you see in that grotto?"
Oh. Told you. And Bogmar can attest to it. We saw a vision. Moppy-haired young man asking for help. And I tried to find the answers I needed over there. I was told to come find answers over here. And, I'm getting some.
He sort of studies you for a moment, and then he says, "I'm not sure we're cut out for this type of work. Io wants us to continue. She thinks there's a great destiny here. She's, to be frank, rather enamored with you. I think she believes it's because you're destined for greatness, like the heroes of old that she reads in her fairy tales."
I don't know about destined for greatness, but she's pretty great too. I'd be lying if I said that wasn't part of my inspiration, but you guys are definitely cut out for this. You've got character art.
We have a whole chapter, sir, and multiple
You're
stat
like on
blocks.
the cover of
You have-
the book.
You have backstories.
You guys-
I mean, you're named characters. You guys are...
Arguably the actual heroes.
At this point, Dermot sort of saunters up to you, Bogmar, grabs a fry, and just sort of leans his head against your arm. And at this point, Galcerian looks at you, Delane, and he says, "If you truly care for her, as I think you do, I think you know the best thing is to tell her to go home."
Well, is that the best thing for her, or is that the best thing for you?
I think it's pretty fair to say that with this death and mayhem, we're not prepared for this. You may be.
Well, we are pretty good. But, I mean, you guys are too. I'm not going to tell you all how to live your lives. So if you're not feeling froggy, it's okay.
Dermot says, "I like frogs."
Me too, little one. Me too.
But, I'll tell her. I could talk to her for sure, but there's one thing Delane will never do, and that's tell someone how to live their life.
Okay. At this point, he kind of nods to you, and at that point, you see Io enter the room. She is toweling off her hair, and she says, "Telling who to do what?" And we'll end the session there tonight, everybody. All right, cool.
Right.
So, everybody watching, thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. Now, next week, I have a scheduled other engagement, so I don't think we're going to be streaming next week. If that gets canceled for some reason, I'll be sure to put it on our social media. You can check us out at Tabletop Podcast on all the social media platforms, and we'll get that info to you as soon as we can. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
See you next
Bye-bye.
time. Follow and set
Bye.
notifications so you know when we go live.